Good morning, Sam.
Good afternoon, Michael. Do you mind stepping to the side a minute so I can kind of see where you are? This is a video. Oh, there's our logo. Very nice. This looks familiar. Are you back in Barcelona?
Yes, I am. And in fact, I'm back where you and I were for Discover Barcelona back in December. But this time, it is not the Discover Barcelona. It is Mobile World Congress.
Fascinating. I want to know more, so why don't we get right on with the episode?
Absolutely. I'm Michael Bird.
And I'm Sam Gerald.
And welcome to Technology Now from HPE. Well, Sam, welcome to the show floor at Mobile World Congress Barcelona 2026, which is the 20th Mobile World Congress here in Barcelona. And as you mentioned, this is actually a video episode, so our listeners, all viewers, can see everything for themselves.
Yes, and we'll make sure to put a link to the video episode in the show notes for you. Michael, that show floor looks really busy from what I think I can see. So what exactly are we as HPE doing there?
Well, there have been talks and presentations going all day here in the HPE booth, HPE stand. The Spaceborne computers just behind me. We did an episode on that a few months ago. And there really is something here for everyone. You can probably just see stands and other bits and bobs around me. And of course, it's not just HPE that's here. There are what feels like thousands of other different organizations here talking about all the cool things they're up to. So I think it's one of the biggest events I've been to. It's just massive.
It is one of the biggest events I think that happens. I think there's like 100,000 or more people that come to this?
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. And of course, Sam, this is a big event all about networking. So I obviously wanted to catch up with Rami Rahim, Executive Vice President, and General Manager, HPE Networking, because it has been a few months since we last spoke, and this industry moves fast, doesn't it? So Rami and I had a chat earlier, and he explained why an event like Mobile World Congress is central to the future of networking at HPE. So Rami, we're here at Mobile World Congress 2026. What exactly is HPE doing at an event like this?
Well, we're here talking about our technology, talking about our solutions with our valued customers, mostly telco customers, but not exclusively telco customers. I have meetings wall to wall with many customers across every industry, every segment, from service providers, cloud providers, and enterprises. And I'm standing in front of our lovely booth where we are demonstrating some of these great technologies that we are, in the market with.
And how many MWCs have you been to? What number is this?
I honestly cannot answer that question because it is too many to count.
So what exactly are your expectations for this event?
My expectations are having valued conversations with our customers, getting great feedback from them about the direction of travel for HPE and especially HPE networking. Obviously, a lot has happened over the last year. Last time I was at this event, we were two separate companies, Juniper and HPE. Today, we are one powerhouse IT technology provider with every element of the technology stack. So that gives us a lot to talk about with our customers.
Gosh, when you put it like that, 12 months ago, still Juniper and HPE, that's a phenomenal amount of change in 12 months.
It is hard to believe that it was only a few short months ago that we closed this transaction. If you consider all of the progress that has been made, it's actually pretty amazing.
And what are you personally hoping to get out of MWC this year?
There's so much to talk about. When we closed this transaction, shortly afterwards, as you know, we were in Barcelona at Discover, and we talked about a number of new solutions. We talked about the cross-pollination of our two industry-leading AIOps platforms, Aruba Central and Mist. We talked about having common access points. We introduced into the market the MX301, which is ideal for routing for inference at the edge. We talked about the industry's first 100% liquid-cooled, 100 terabit plus data center switch, the QFX5250. Many of these innovations are now not just announcements, they're in the market. And the rest are going to be in the market soon, very shortly from now. Just before this event, we announced two industry-leading platforms, the PTX 12,000 and the PTX 10,002. These are game changers in that they are the next inflection point in 800 gig density that's ideal for customers that are looking to develop data centers for AI and to connect those data centers together.
From the wider event, clearly this event is quite different this year for you than it was last year, but what are the sort of the big wider themes? I mean, walking around, I see a lot of AI. So
Sure.
Is that still the momentum still there? It's still big, it's still exciting?
Not only is it still here, I personally believe we are still in the very early stages of AI. Despite all of the noise, all of the attention, all of the investment, we ain't seen nothing yet, which is why it's so important that we stay ahead from a technology standpoint and a services standpoint. Our solutions in AI for networks and in networks for AI are honestly second to none. In AI for networks, no other technology provider has made the progress that we have made in automating networks, in transforming networks so that they're not just up, they're actually delivering an exceptional experience to our customers. And we've got two amazing platforms, Mist and Aruba Central, that is giving our customers that experience each and every day. And in networks for AI, the amazing thing here is that we're no longer just helping our customers build AI data center networks, we're helping them build AI data centers, period, full stop, because we have the entire technology stack. That increases our relevance, it increases our opportunity. It's really an exciting time in this industry. It's a very exciting time to be in HPE.
And when you think about AI, a lot of people just think GPUs, but actually the networking element is not necessarily always talked about in the same breath as GPUs, but it's like very, very, very important to it.
Anybody that's building or operating an AI data center today understands that the networking piece of that data center is a relatively small component from an overall investment standpoint. Maybe around 10, 15% of the total cost of the data center is going to be networking. However, the decision that one makes in the network infrastructure is going to be the decision that will determine how efficiently and how much value you're going to get out of the remaining 85% of the investment in the GPUs and the compute. You make the wrong decision, and that precious GPU resource is now being used at 50% utilization. Nobody wants that. That's why the network is so crucial. It's, in fact, never been more important than it is today.
It sort of feels like you build a stadium, a massive football stadium, but you don't put any public transport or any roads, so no one can get to it. So it's completely empty.
Absolutely. Or it's even more profound. It's like you don't even have any teams playing in the, in the stadium. In order to determine if your network is performing, you need to collect real-time information, not about the network elements, but about the end users and the real-time satisfaction of those end users. Our industry track record of innovation in this area is second to none. And the other area is in networks for AI. It's in building the data center infrastructure that's inside the data center and between data centers that can keep up with the capacity, the power efficiency that all AI data center builders require today. Both of these themes are in full swing, and I don't think that our portfolio to satisfy both of these themes has ever been stronger than it is today. Are any of them impactful for us? Absolutely. It just so happens that there is this perfect opportunity and the Venn diagram between the need of our customers and the capabilities of our solutions across the entire tech stack is like 100% overlapping right now. So we are in a great position.
So can we talk announcements? Because MWC feels like we'll be doing lots of announcements at this event. Can you talk me through some of the big announcements that are happening for HPE here?
Yes, we've made a number of big announcements just before the show. We've announced the two new industry-leading routing products in the PTX product family, the PTX 10,002 and the PTX 12,000. Both of these products have industry-leading 800 gigabit Ethernet density and power efficiency that make them absolutely ideal for data center interconnect and core connectivity. The silicon in these products is now on its 6th generation, and we have fine-tuned and perfected it to be able to achieve what we can achieve today with these products from a performance and a power efficiency standpoint. So I could not be more proud of these products, and the timing couldn't be more perfect because any data center builder or operator today needs products like these. But we didn't stop there. There are a number of other areas. One example would be the combination of our virtual routing stack, we call it JCNR, and our ProLiant servers. So now we are coming to market with solutions that take the best of all of our products and capabilities across business units, something that our customers have been asking quite a bit about, and increasingly each and every day we're providing more proof points of the power of this combination.
Which is really nicely onto my next question, because we chatted at HPE Discover in Barcelona back in December, and we were talking about the progress since the Juniper acquisition. I think you said it had been going really well. It's been about 3 months now since we met in Barcelona. So, what's happened since then? How's progress been since then?
Well, the progress has been amazing, and I think it really starts with the cultural similarities between the two teams, which has allowed us to just hit the floor running. So we have an organizational structure in place, we have leadership, we have a clear strategy, we are executing with speed, we are absolutely not losing sight of what is really important as we combine these two companies, which is innovation. Innovation for our customers, for our partners. Anybody that was skeptical about our ability to integrate, but also to innovate, is no longer skeptical. And I really, really could not be more proud of the teams, both from the Juniper and the HPE side, that have come together to achieve this kind of progress in this little time. It's truly awe-inspiring, and it makes me very proud.
And so, looking 6 months ahead or 12 months ahead, what's next?
Like I said earlier, we're in the early innings. Our strategy, our vision is all around the self-driving network. This means a network that requires no human intervention whatsoever to do what it needs to do, not just to connect, but to connect with an exceptional experience. But we've made so much progress. Maybe we're 75% of the way there. And just like now, when you go to San Francisco and you see cars without drivers all over the city, that is the future of networking. And I think we're a few short years away from that becoming a reality.
And that's these sort of self-driving networks as opposed to self-driving cars.
Yeah, and I absolutely believe it's necessary because the demands on networking in the era of AI have never been greater. And it's honestly impossible for humans to keep up with the pace of change. The timing is perfect, and our ability to get there is absolutely there. I mean, I just can't wait.
So what should we expect to see from HPE Networking this year? Any exciting product announcements you can say now? Is it all closely guarded secret?
Well, I'm not going to pre-announce anything with you. As much as I love you and I love this podcast series, you're not going to get me to pre-announce something. However, that being said, I just made a bunch of groundbreaking announcements just a few days ago. These are sort of big deal. These are industry-shattering announcements from a standpoint of scale, of connectivity, delivery of an exceptional experience, the combination of our solutions and technologies across compute and networking, and we're just getting started. So watch this space. I promise you will be the first, or maybe among the first to know.
Wow, so it looks like Rami won't break embargo for anybody, not even the Technology Now podcast.
No, not even the Technology Now podcast. I sort of didn't mean to ask him that question, but no, he was very true to his word. He said very nice things about the show, but yeah, he's not going to give us any product announcements. But it was a fantastic interview. I always enjoy spending time with Rami. He's a really fascinating person, and he has lots of really interesting things to say. And I just think his passion just it just exudes passion, doesn't he?
I would imagine, especially an event like Mobile World Congress, this is his bread and butter, right? And it does seem like the sort of usual suspects pop up in these kinds of conversations. I heard you guys discuss a little bit about self-driving networks, which is our big thing, and then also networks for AI and AI for networks. So I'm curious what maybe you're hearing as you're there at the event. Are these same themes popping up with people?
Yeah, absolutely. I think those are the big conversations. I think, self-driving networks. I mean, Rami was so excited about it. Self-driving networks, like, I think from the conversation I had with him is like, this is where we're going to get to. Like, this is like the obvious place we're going to get to, and just like the advances in the technology from a networking perspective to enable networking for AI.
Yeah, and he also touched on, of course, our integration with Juniper. It's crazy to imagine just a year ago that we were still two separate companies, because it does feel like we've come together pretty well, actually. But I imagine it was quite an undertaking for him, as well as the folks that have made their way into our company. But now it's very nice to suddenly get to debut all of our sort of one HPE announcements and products at Mobile World Congress. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, it slightly blew my mind when he said 12 months ago we were two companies. And I thought, oh my goodness, so much has happened in 12 months.
How many times have you been to Mobile World Congress?
I have been once. This is my first time here.
Okay.
So it's very exciting. It's very exciting.
Yeah, what are some first impressions?
The sheer scale, like, it is absolutely ginormous. It took us 20 minutes to walk here from the the front door. So we got our badge and scanned in, and then we just went through what felt like hall after hall after stand after stand. There's robots, there are cars. There's just so much technology, so much cool stuff. So it's really fun. I'm hoping I'll have some time to have a little wander around. So anyway, Sam, as the world gets more connected, I just wanted to hear Rami's thoughts on the sort of the bigger picture. So Rami, final question. As the world becomes more and more data-driven, is networking more important now than it's been at any point in history?
So I had this amazing opportunity to have a front row seat as the internet was scaling to what it is today. So I saw just how important networking was back then. And I can absolutely say that today it's even more important. We were just talking about GPUs earlier. One GPU, great for a gaming experience. 100,000 or 1 million GPUs connected together through a high performance, low latency, high experience network. And now you are transforming industries. You're finding cures to deadly diseases. You're solving problems that would otherwise be completely not possible. That's the power of connectivity. That's our business. That's why it's so important. It's never been more important.
Okay, that brings us to the end of Technology Now for this week. Thank you to our guest, Rami Rahim. And of course, to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, and if you've enjoyed this episode, please do let us know. Rate and review us wherever you listen to episodes. And if you want to get in contact with us, do make sure to send us an email to technologynow@hpe.com. Subject line...
Mobile World Congress.
Mobile World Congress. And don't forget to subscribe so you can listen first every week. Technology Now is hosted by Sam Jarrell and myself, Michael Bird. And this episode was produced by Harry Lampert and Izzy Clark, with production support from Alicia Kempson-Taylor, Becky Bird, Zoe Revis, Katie Champagne, Alyssa Mitri, and Janessa Ayosh. Our video editor was Leon Radzinsky-Gorman, and our theme music was composed by Greg Hooper.
Our social editorial team is Rebecca Wissinger, Judy Ann Goldman, and Jacqueline Green. And our social media designers are Alejandra Garcia and Ambar Maldonado.
Technology Now is a Fresh Air production for Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, and we'll see you at the same time, the same place next week. Cheers.
Bye, y'all.